Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us right here on Tejano Time Podcast. That's right. Thank you so much. It is a Monday, and I've got a special guest waiting backstage for you guys. That's right, and it's a great show we're going to have tonight, man. We're going to be talking a lot, pretty much this entire hour. But thank you guys so much to everybody that's tuned in right now, and everybody. I want to send a big shout out to everybody that's tuned in on Tejano TV. And if you're watching the live right now, share the live wherever you may be watching from, guys. All right, we do appreciate that from all of us here at the Tejano Time Podcast. But we're going to go ahead and get started. We're gonna take you back, not too far back, but we're gonna go. And introduce this next guest we have here on this Monday night. We are talking about Yvonne Y Fuego, Toledo, Ohio. All right, that's where she's at, and that's where she's from, I believe. And we're going to get all that scoop right here from you guys, for you guys out there right now here on the Tejano Time Podcast. But we would like to welcome her to the show right now. Yvonne, welcome here to the Tejano Time Podcast. We are happy to have you tonight.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for inviting me.
It's amazing.
I'm excited. Believe it or not, this is my first podcast ever.
Oh, really? Well, we can get into that before we start the interview right now. Is it a technology issue?
No, I don't know. It's like when you see yourself on a video enough, you're like, why one more time? But this is my first podcast, though. This is cool.
Cool. This is awesome. Yes, and it's a great way to connect. You know what I mean, from wherever people are at and whatnot. So it's great. So, but we got a lot of people logging into the show right now. We want to thank everybody as well. We are talking with Yvonne from Grupo Fuego, guys. All right, she is back. Okay. First off, after stepping away for 2 years,
Yeah.
what was the exact moment you knew that it was time to make your comeback?
I just kind of went with an internal gut feeling. I don't even know. There isn't even a whole huge reason why I even stepped away from the stage to begin with. But, sometimes you need to have your mind, your body, and your spirit kind of take a little bit of a rest. And something inside me just said, I'll know when it's time to come back. And I don't know, probably about 9 months ago, I was out shopping and I started buying more clothes that I would wear on stage. And I was like, I think it's time. So it was a shopping experience.
Oh, really? So it was a pair of those stretchy pants that caught it, right?
Always the stretchy pants. They're so comfortable.
So during your 2 ways away, what did fans not see? What challenges or growth happened behind the scenes with Yvonne Y Fuego during those 2 years?
Well, I don't think people knew how long we were actually, in the biz, we say going hard, which is, traveling a lot, many gigs, lots of practices. And after so many years of just going nonstop, it comes a point where your body and your mind just kind of tells you, okay, we need a rest.
Yeah.
And so behind the scenes, I will say when we first started with the break, I feel like I had a little bit of the FOMO, the fear of missing out. Like, oh my gosh, was this a mistake? Because it's the only life I've ever known for 40 years, and stepping away from it, it was a little, it took a lot of getting used to. But then once I got used to it, I really got used to it.
Yeah, I would imagine that.
Yes. So there was a lot of relaxing at home, a lot of Saturday nights in. Oh my gosh, Friday nights in even, and gardening and taking care of myself a little better, getting into my faith a lot stronger, and spending a lot of family time, because I'm sure there's other female artists out here that will tell you that mom guilt is a real thing. And it was kind of nice to focus on one and not both at the same time. So yeah, definitely taking care of the mind, body, and spirit a lot.
Wow. Yes. So was there ever a moment you thought that Yvonne Y Fuego would not return?
I didn't know. I never thought that in the back of my head at all. I knew that we would come back, but I didn't know when. I thought maybe a year. And actually, it was a little over 2 years that we had stepped away. And during that time too, there was a lot of changes in the guys in our group and their families and what they were doing in life. We had someone who was just married, so there was a lot going on during that time. And the step away was, I think, just needed on so many levels for all of us. But yeah, I had no clue it was going to be 2.5 years. I think it's closer to 3 years, honestly.
Yeah.
We
So,
kind of lost track.
Yeah.
so during COVID, did that have anything to do with you wanting to come back? Like, how did COVID affect you? Did that have any play in it? Like, you
No,
know what?
actually,
This
our break, when we decided we want to take a break, this was actually after COVID. We were all, we had been back to normal for a while. But definitely during COVID, I didn't need the break and I had that itch like, oh my gosh, it was driving me crazy not to do what we love to do.
Yeah.
That was, I feel like if COVID in this moment would have like collided, it would have been perfect timing, but it didn't. Of course, it doesn't happen like that.
Yeah.
But during COVID, I went into like a small depression because I really wanted to get into the stage. And it's not even just about getting into the stage, it's about entertaining people, seeing people smile. It's
Yeah.
something that you're providing them. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah, it just seems like during COVID, we hear it time and time again. A lot of people use that as a reflection and decided, you know what? After this is over, si Dios quiere, we're coming back. And we hear artists that use that time to make their music, to write stuff, to put stuff together.
Mhm.
So I was just wondering, how much of a role that played into it.
During this time, it didn't really play a role into it. However, what I will say is, my son, he did graduate from high school last year. And even after that, his whole first year after, it's a lot of new firsts, and then this is my youngest child too. And then again, I was kind of glad because he was one of those rambunctious ones where one time we left the house for a gig and he had a big party at the house. So, "Ma- mom and dad are away. Let me take advantage of this." So it's like that kind of had a little bit to play with the mom guilt thing. But after he graduated high school, I just felt like it was, more of some things that were taken off your shoulders, worries that you think about in the back of your head when you leave your house for a weekend. But now it's I'm not yet a what do you call it? An empty nester, but he's definitely grown. He's going into his adult life, and now mom is trying to find time again or something to do with her spare time. I don't know what it is.
So that I guess that during the break or for the break itself, you know what I mean. How did the break change you personally and musically?
Oh, you know what? Sometimes when you do music for a really long time, I feel like sometimes you kind of go a little bit on autopilot. You get a little complacent. I don't want to say lazy, but yeah, you get a little lazy because you're used to playing the songs that you're always playing. You're used to maybe the same places that you're visiting, when we're traveling on the road, seeing the same clubs or playing for the same families or, things like that. Um, and I really had to evaluate in my head, like, do I love music this much or am I just going through the motion? And in the beginning, I will tell you, I kind of questioned myself a little bit for doing music for over 40 years on a stage. That's a long
Mhm.
time. And as the time went on, I realized, no, music is like in my DNA. It is in my soul. I don't know how to live my life without
Without
music.
it,
And
yeah.
I mean, it's in my family. I'm carrying one of the torches of many torches in my family. I just happen to be the only female for now. Or I'm waiting for one of the little girls to come up in the family and take over.
Yeah. So you have an interesting piece of glass sitting right behind you there. Uh, if you want
Yeah.
to just bring that up right here, this is a 2015 Tejano Music Award winner here for Best Female Artist, right?
Yes. Yes.
Amazing.
Um, I still can't believe I have one of these in my house. I really can't. When they called my name at the awards, I think I blacked out a little bit. Like, how like when you drive to work sometimes and you're like, I don't remember turning or I don't remember stopping at the stop signs, but somehow you get to your destination. That's what I felt like that night.
Oh,
Like
wow. Yeah. Yeah.
it was, in
Completely
fact, someone
blank.
had to like steer me to walk and I was like, I'm sorry. I was completely amazed that we were able to win that award. It was incredible.
So
That's
do you
awesome.
remember who the other four nominees were?
Yes, it was Grupo Imagen. Um, I'm not sure. I don't think they were from Texas. Again, I'm a little blurred from some of that. I know Di Marie, she was in the category, and I loved the song that they played when she was nominated, Estoy Cansada. She was in the category with me, and oh my gosh, it was I thought for sure she was going to get it because I was all about that song. We played it with the band actually because I loved it that much. But the other two I don't remember right now. But yeah, I was super proud of all of us.
And that's what I was going to ask you. Of course, I know that deep down inside you wanted to win, but you answered my next question. Who did you think was going to take it? Of course, like I said, you probably wanted it too, but we all have to admit, you don't
Of
want to.
course, of
Somebody,
course.
oh, this person's going to take it. So who did you say?
I thought Di Marie was going to take it. And honestly, I just tried to prepare myself, like, um, okay, be ready for someone else's name because it's not to say that I didn't think that we had what it took or anything like that. But when you have so much talent and you hear such great music and just beautiful women, coming in the same category, you're kind of rooting for them too, And I was just kind of, I don't want to call myself a pessimist. I want to call myself a realist because I try to get myself ready for any kind of disappointment or, stuff like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
But I really thought that she was going to take it. And when they said my name, I was, like I said, I don't know if you can tell there's video out there in my eyes. I was like, am I really out here on this stage? It was a
It's
surreal moment for me.
wow, wow. Yeah, well, that's a great accomplishment though, for sure there in 2015. So, yeah. Yeah, and yeah, the following year you said you were nominated as well again. Was it
Yes,
the following year? Yeah.
yes, we were nominated. Um, my husband has a better memory than I do. And I know we have female vocalist, female entertainer. I think we had like song of the year, maybe album of the year. But Elida was a big year for Elida that year. And like I said before, if you're losing to Elida, are you really even losing? Like, no.
No.
To be in the same category with her, are you kidding? It's like, oh, that was just, oh my gosh. So
Yes.
we were super excited to visit, and we actually were able to give out the award that I had won the previous year. So that was really nice. And I actually got to hand that award to Destiny Nevada. And
Okay, okay.
that was a beautiful moment.
Yes. Wow, wow. So getting back to the comeback tour that you've got going on, you're gonna be kicking things off here. But before that, why was now the right time for the relaunch for Yvonne Y Fuego?
Um, because I feel deep in my soul that I have been ready to do this probably more than I have been since I was 19 and getting my own band started for the first time. There's this new fuego that is like lit inside of me. Before I left the stage, I was in my late 40s. And now I am 51 years old. And, people could look at that number and say, oh my gosh, 50. I think in the world of men and the world of women, 50 means something very different to both of us. For men, I think men, they see them as distinguished. And for women, 50, oh my gosh, it's a bad word. But I think more than ever, I feel more centered. I feel more confident. I feel like I've fully walked into a womanhood that's always kind of been on the back burner. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Not to say that I wasn't a woman before I left here, but with this newfound confidence that was always there that I just had to like dust off a little bit.
Right, right.
Um, I just feel more ready than I have ever felt in a long time. And we're putting in a lot of work to make sure that this isn't just us just hitting the stage. We want to make a statement when we hit the stage. Um, we have some new band members. So we will be introducing all of them at our gig on the 30th here in Toledo, Ohio. And I really hope that the public sees that we didn't just kind of practice. We all the way practiced, and we have a new grown-up sound.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And that the tour that you're going to kick things off there in Toledo is called the Comeback Legacy Tour. So what does legacy mean to you, Yvonne?
You know, at first I was really taken aback. I did not name the tour. We have a whole committee of people that have all come together. We work together. And seen the name. It was in writing for the first time, Comeback Legacy Tour. And instantaneously, I thought about my great grandfather, and I thought about my grandfather, and I thought about my dad, and I thought about all my uncles, and I thought about my primos. And that's to me what it is. And to your question earlier, I am from Toledo, Ohio, born and raised my entire life here. There's many misplaced Tejanos here in Toledo.
Misplaced.
Surrounding areas.
Very talented artist up in that area.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I am very proud of the bands up here. So for the legacy, I am just continuing to carry the torch that was lit so many years ago. And if my ancestors were still here with us, I just hope that they would believe that I'm doing it to the best of my ability.
Yvonne Y Fuego, you guys. If you guys are just joining us right here on the show on Tejano Time, we are talking with Yvonne Y Fuego. After a 2-year hiatus, she is back. That's right. You know what I mean? And she is back, and she is ready to take the stage. She's got a great show that's going to be happening there in her hometown to kick the tour off, as a matter of fact. And let me see if I can pull that up so that way you guys can check this out right here. That's going to be happening once again May 30th over there in that area, Saturday, May 30th. Motivo is going to be there as well. DJ A.B. Ramos. It is the Comeback Legacy Tour right there. Yvonne Y Fuego, guys. All right, so that's right. The fire is it's going to be on. It's going to be burning that night. All right, so let's hopefully well, you got Motivo also there, and of course DJ A.B. Ramos are there. So sharing the stage with those guys. I mean, how does that make you feel right there? I mean, you got some talented artists right there as well with
Are
Motivo.
you kidding? Well, Motivo, Rolando Revilla, a lot of people have heard his name. He has actually produced both of our albums that we have out. I've worked with him for so long, but more than that, he's our compadre. We baptized his son, so his wife is my cousin, so we're primos too. So, it means so much to share the stage with, again, family. We're doing this all together, and just monster musicians and their group. Very talented, very seasoned. I mean, it's Motivo, it's Rolando Revilla. It's like, come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
These guys are top-notch guys out there.
Yes.
So, yeah.
It's a good time for all the people who are going to be coming. I'm just saying.
For sure, there's no doubt. And y'all guys, if you're going to be in that area that weekend, that's going to be the place to be over there to check out that comeback. We've got a lot of people dropping some comments in here that we want to touch before we move on, because if not, we're going to get lost with all these comments right here. Javi says, "Hey, I know those people." That's right. We got from Big Spring, Texas, Jess Hernandez also is tuned in. Raul Nano Fuentes, Yvonne, I need a tamale fix. We got DJ Vito Jr. as well. New Mex Radio is tuned in. Appreciate you. Saludos. We still, what does it say there? We still JoJo strong, sis? Is that what you said?
Yes. JoJo strong. A lot of people, actually right before our break, that is another reason that kind of kicked off our break, is our percussionist in our band, who had started from the beginning. So he was with us for, I don't know, 15, 16 years. He had suffered a heart attack on stage while he was doing a performance with another group. And he went down, and by the grace of God, he is still with us. And when doctors told us it was time to say goodbye, God said, nope, not yet. And so he is still with us. And while he's not on the stage with us yet, we are all still JoJo strong. So
that's awesome. That is awesome to still have him around. Yes. Blessed.
Yes.
For sure. And let's see, what else do we got here? She played for me at a bar twice. We all loved it, and I hope to see her again. Ben Delgado.
Yes, that was where was that? North Frio? North Frio Cantina, I believe, right, Ben? I believe it was.
He'll drop it in there for sure. There's a Desiree Stevaya says, "Hi Yvonne, can't wait to see you jam out next week." So there's a lot of people out there. Rick
Well,
Valderrama.
Desiree, that is the sister of A.B. Ramos, and
Okay.
they are both my cousins. But, when you're a whole grown up, this adulting thing, it really gets in the way of me catching up with friends and family. I'm just saying.
Saludos, says Rick Valderrama is also tuned in. Saludos, Rick. Tuned into the
Hello.
show. Thank you for putting a smile on my face. I'm so happy to know you, and can't wait to see you up on stage. I always have so much fun. So very proud of you. That's from Don Hinojosa.
Oh, hello, Don.
And Mike's there saying hello to everybody. Rick Valderrama, saludos from Mike as well. Lorena
Lorena.
Rodriguez, proud of you, Yvonne Ramos.
Oh,
Ibarra, yes.
one of my bestest girlfriends. Actually, she was my maid of honor in our wedding.
Yeah. Okay. Jerry Cruz says, hi, cuz, from Jerry Cruz, all the way from Blissfield, Michigan.
Oh my gosh, Jerry Cruz is everyone's number one fan. I'm going to tell you, he supports everybody in the business. He is, if we want to feel better about ourselves, turn to Primo Jerry, because he will always have good words for you.
And Mr. Joe Leal also says here, saludos, sweet amiga Yvonne Ramos Ibarra. Hope to see you on the 30th in Toledo.
Yay! All the way from Chicago, right?
Yes, that's right. He is from there, the Chicago area. For sure.
Who wouldn't love to do the job that we do? I mean, look at how many amazing and incredible people we get to meet on a daily basis. I have so many wonderful friends and family, and so many different places that I don't get to visit enough. But that was another, deciding factor is I really miss the people and the connections that I've made through music. It's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and I want to send a big shout out to another great DJ out there, también Mr. Victor, DJ Fuego Vasquez as well.
Hey.
Nice, great DJ out there. Sup, Raza, he says right there. Sup, Mike and Yvonne. Saludos.
Hello,
Saludos,
how are you?
Appreciate you tuning in, my brother. Cassandra Sanchez as well. Can't wait to see you back on stage and doing your thing. Love you, my friend.
Love and miss you, Cassandra.
And George Vinces, saludos right there. As to Keith, everyone, Cali support, Freestyle Cartel in the building. Saludos. Thank you so much for tuning in, my brother.
From Cali, huh?
Yes, California.
I'm jealous. Love Cali.
A lot of people tuned in. We appreciate each and every one of you guys out there. Hi from Alaska, Savannah.
That's my daughter.
There you go. Okay. We were just talking about that prior to the show, huh?
Yeah, because of her and my son-in-law, my beautiful son-in-law, they live in Anchorage, and we got to go on spring break in Alaska. So while I didn't get a tan, I did have to pack a parka, and I stayed the night on a airport floor. If that doesn't tell you how much we just love them.
And this was all for spring break, right?
All for spring break, yeah.
In Alaska, guys. All right.
In Alaska.
Rolando Rodriguez says, "Go Fuego."
Rolando, he toured with us. He was our drummer for quite a while. And then he went and did, I think, fanfare. When we received our award on the stage at fanfare, he was our drummer during that time. But I mean, he was with us for a while. We miss his face, love him dearly.
There you go, Rolando. Saludos. Thank you so much. And Dominic says, how do we get tickets?
Dominic, my son-in-law, Ketrin.
Yeah. Says, how do
Coming
you get tickets?
from Alaska.
Yeah.
Come on, you guys. You guys come. You don't need tickets.
And Will says, we will be there.
Oh,
That's
yes.
right.
So, in the answer for the tickets, we have had so many questions about that. And quite honestly, I feel like this event has kind of taken on a life of its own and that we weren't really prepared for. I thought we'd come out with a nice dance and it'd be nice and laid back. And now I'm realizing so many people are calling for pre-tickets that we're not selling. So it is first come, first serve at the door. So yeah, that's how we're doing it.
There you go. It's a way to do it right there. Roy Salazar says, Houston, Texas watching. Come to Houston, Texas.
I would love to come to Houston, Texas. I've never been to Houston.
So it's probably going to be on her bucket list, guys, now, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So let's carry on with some more of the conversation that we're having here with Yvonne, guys, and we'll get back to some of the questions here for everybody that's out there right now that's tuned in. We appreciate you guys. That's right. Everybody on Tejano TV as well. Saludos to all our audience that's watching on Tejano TV. We're streaming it live there as well. So what emotions you think is going to hit you the hardest when you get back out there on stage?
I know that I will cry. I'm a big Llorona. I know. Like it's in my family. That's how we are. I get very emotional. I'm really sentimental. But I know that right now, even I just talked about a little bit, and I felt like those butterflies, which I hadn't had in a long time. They're like, oh, I think they're like full size pigeons at this point, because they're like, my heart skips a beat just thinking about it. It's weird, but it's such a great feeling to have that again, just that excitement. I'm super nervous, super excited, but I'm more excited than nervous. So at least today I am.
Yeah. I mean,
what are you more nervous about, the comeback on stage or the podcast? Because you said you've never done this before.
I was for the podcast too. I was like, oh, how am I supposed to do that? But we have a great team of people and that have a lot of faith in me, because I'm like, oh yeah, you could do it, and I'm like, I don't know if I can.
Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great. Yes.
But
yes.
Definitely the performance. I am really nervous but excited about that. It's
so. What do longtime fans need to expect from your performance that's coming up this weekend? I mean, the version versus compared to what you were, when you left 2 years ago to now,
There's there's going to be some new faces, and after the gig on the July or May 30th. Oh my goodness, I'm already jumping ahead of myself. Look at me. After May 30th, we will definitely be posting those faces so that everybody can get to know them as well. But like I said, we are tweaking some stuff and trying to walk into a more mature sound. That's the only way I can kind of put it. But once you see it, I hope that you'll hear it. I hope that you feel it. And I hope that you like it. So,
yeah. So a bigger production, maybe more energy, surprises. What can they expect when you get up there?
I definitely think that there's going to be more energy coming with these new changes. And again, I really want that to just bleed into the crowd. Like I want them to feel like they can't sit down. You know what I mean? We want them on their feet. We want them to put their work week behind them. We want them, if you've never thrown a grito before, you're going to practice that night and you're going to do it with your whole heart and soul.
Yeah.
So that's what we want for that night.
So going back, for that night and going back to the show itself, will this be a nostalgic show, new era, or just a little mixture of both?
I think it's going to be a little mixture of both. That's, I think, the easiest way to kind of put it. Like I said, here we were talking a little bit before the show, and, we have a lot of misplaced Tejanos. We grew up with the music. We knew all the music that was playing. We knew what was hot in Texas. I mean, so many families all their years have taken their vacation in Texas. If you're from the Midwest, they're going to Texas for spring break or they're going to Texas for summer. And it's a big deal, you know what I mean? Because we don't have everything you guys have on a daily basis here in the Midwest. But I feel like here in the Midwest, we're a fusion of, I feel like in Texas, it's a fusion of like country meets Tejano sometimes, that's a big connection. Here, it's like R&B Motown meets Tejano. And so in that, I feel like we're having a little bit of more fusion of that, a different sound than Texas, that just kind of, I feel like it's embedded in me, and I don't know where it came from, but it's all organic. And
There
so
you go.
I feel like that's what you're going to like see a little bit more of
Experience, yeah,
at
on
our
the
show. Yeah.
show. Awesome, awesome. Well, I know there's a lot of people out there that can't wait because there a lot of them are chiming in, saying that they're going to be there. And also, Victor says that to Michael, he says if he's still mad because he plays the keyboards better than him. He's joking though, Victor. So yeah, but I just wanted to throw that in there. I know it's in the comments somewhere, but I'm reading it over here on this other side on another platform.
So I know Raul Fuentes had said something about the tamales, and it's a funny story. Us being all the way here, a Midwest Tex-Mex band here in Ohio, when we knew we were going to Fanfare, the way that we raised our own money is we put our heads down, rolled our sleeves up, and we made 100 dozen of tamales twice and sold them. So our past two albums were literally a labor, like manual labor of love. And that's how we paid for our trip to get down all the way down to San Antonio. We were able to stay in a hotel and pay for the guys' rooms. And that's how we made our stuff happen. So we are not afraid of hard work.
Yes, a little Mexican power bar right there. Those things would go quick. Yeah, the sell.
And people say 100 dozen, but I was really shocked at how quickly they sold.
Yeah, so believe me, yeah, when some certain areas up here in the Houston, it's not tough to find, but it's tough to find good Tex-Mex tamales. You know what I mean? There's a big
Oh, yeah.
difference between a lot of them.
Well, after those 2 times that we did that, I didn't eat tamales for about a year after that time.
Oh yeah, that's once a year, is good enough for me. And I don't know about Tony up there. Tony could probably have them every weekend, huh, Tony?
Yeah, and honestly, they sell them here in Lubbock year around. It's like a hobby. Like I could say I want tamales, and it's right there on social media.
They sell them here in Toledo year round. In fact, my dad makes them all the time, and he can never keep, like, people are like, "Hey, is your dad making tamales again?" And he meant to make them for the family, and he has to sell them because they're just so good. So we called him Tamale King for a little bit.
Awesome. Tamales, y'all are making me hungry. So 2 years away from the music industry, Yvonne, from performing, what part of the stage do you miss the most, being 2 years, I know it's one thing getting up there in front of your fans. Is there anything else that you miss most while you're up there?
What I really miss is, and I didn't, again, just goes to show when I had to like reevaluate, am I really doing my music for the right reasons? And the answer is yes, because the feeling that you feel when you hit that right note, that you just feel kind of like you're flying. There's no other feeling like it. I'm sure that there's other artists, female or even just male artists out there that it seems like there's a moment that everything seems to become one, and it always happens on this like magic note, and the magic note's different for everybody, or maybe it's a note that I struggled with before, and then all of a sudden it just came so easy, but it's just the singing from my gut wrenching notes that just I miss.
I would.
In other words, Yvonne, on this round, on this second round of music, you're just going to let it all out. You're bringing up, like you said earlier, a whole different energy, a whole different attitude. You're going to put it all out, all on the table, right?
I really am, because when I turned 50, there's something about that age for me. It was like this magic thing that happened in my brain and my head. And it's like, our days on this earth are limited. If we opened up our eyes today, we need to be grateful and thankful to God, because there's so many that didn't make it in their journey this far. So, this is the youngest I will ever be again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This day, and then tomorrow will be a new day. But at this age, I got to put it all out on the table, and there's nothing to lose here. And I don't want to walk away ever again if I should ever have to put music down again. if I become too old or, whatever. I want to walk away knowing that I have no regrets and I gave it my all.
Yeah, well said. Well
Yeah,
said. Yep.
perfect.
So, any sacrifices? Did any sacrifices come with keeping your music dream alive?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sleep,
Yeah. Yeah,
rest.
I think.
No,
Yeah,
no, there are sacrifices, because everybody's busy in this world.
of course.
Everybody has more than one thing going on. I mean, I think this is just the way of the world. But I have to make choices. I have either, do the right things that are going to help my voice or indulge in
Yeah.
the stuff that I know is going to be bad for my voice. Stay up late because I want to watch TV or just relax on my couch or go to bed early and rest my body the proper way that I need to do. Sometimes I'll have gigs and there are family gatherings that I'm not able to go to because, the gigs are booked way in advance and with contracts and everything like that. You never cancel a gig, you make it work. And it's so funny.
Hmm.
My husband and I, we were talking about this the other day. We were having a conversation with a friend, and that's just the way that it goes. And
Yeah.
so there's always a little bit of sacrifice. But thankfully, I've been in the music for so long. And before that, my dad's name is Ruben Ramos, but he's from here in Toledo, Ohio. But we watched him make the sacrifice, and but he was always present. So, you know, you got to pick this.
Yeah.
This life ain't for everybody.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
Yes.
No doubt about that. So, getting back to music right now, fans always want new music. That's I mean, well, I guess you can say it just depends on the age limit because some of them are still stuck in that era. You know what I mean, from the '90s. But there are a lot of diehard fans out there that expect new music and like that. So, what do you got coming on? Any timeline you have where you're going to be dropping some new stuff?
Yes. Actually, we've started some pre-production on some stuff. I don't want to give too much away, but um, yeah, with our team that we have that are working on, we do have a timeline. I don't want to lock into anything right now, but we promise we are working very hard and diligently. I'm working actually in the studio with Rolando Revilla of Revilla Productions. But it's time to put the pedal to the metal and get this stuff taken care of because we have plans and we have a game plan of, okay, what next? So,
Yeah.
we promise to keep everybody up to date as soon as we have specifics. You can follow us on Facebook, Yvonne Y Fuego. And honestly, there is going to be where you're going to get probably the most up to date news about anything that we're going to be working on.
Awesome. Awesome. So, we're talking album, we're talking EP, we're talking singles. What are you leaning toward?
Uh, mm, well, yeah, like my husband said, all of the above.
There you go. Yeah.
Obviously, different timelines for each of them.
Yes, of
Um,
course.
but absolutely, we would not be hitting the stage right now if we didn't know that we could take on new work and dedicate our daily lives to getting things done
Hmm.
for new music. Yvonne Y Fuego, this is for me to get my. Right now, we're putting. How do you say? You put your toe in the water right now, and then once we get into the stage, we'll be waist deep, and then after that, we plan on diving in. So, yeah, we have plans for that.
There you
All
go.
of it. All of it.
Awesome. We'll definitely be waiting for all that good stuff. And we do have someone backstage as well that's waiting in the wings right now. I believe he was just combing his hair and doing his eyebrows and whatnot. But we want to talk Latin hustle and Latin hustle entertainment. Okay.
Yes.
You guys partnered up with him. A collab came together. Tell me a little bit how that went down, but or you want me to bring him in so that way he can get the inside scoop?
Yeah, let's bring him in. That way we could tell the story together.
There you go. There you go. I want to bring Mr. Alex Rojas from Latin Hustle Entertainment right there, the CEO. What's up, brother?
Hey, how we doing, Key, my brother, man? Hey, what's going on, Antonio? And of course, the GOAT right here. This is Yvonne. I mean, this is a big,
Hello,
big,
Alex.
big, big thing happening. It probably, um, if you didn't know, now you know. This is where you're going to get it first, right here. This is where it's at. So, when whenever you bake something, or you in the kitchen, or you got to have the right ingredients. Okay. And I think this is what Yvonne and Y Fuego and everybody on their team was looking for. We're looking for the right ingredients.
Yeah.
I mean, we need the spice. We need that slap your mama. We need all that. You know what I mean? We need all that. And so, I'm the CEO, man. I'm just kind of I play the back role a lot. Of course, my partner, she's pretty much the one that out there orchestrating a lot of business. So they went a couple years out and they actually met. And man, I guess it's hit it off from there. That don't really happen very much, in this business. So, but when you're with the right people, so it started there, and we just kept in touch, and then, and from there, like I said, they were looking for something that was new, fresh. We come, Latin Hustle. You know how we do. If you already know, I think a few years back when I was on your show, I was saying, hey, you don't know what is coming next with Latin Hustle, but I guaranteed it was going to be something big. And there it was. Boom, we teamed up with Yvonne Y Fuego, and man, it's really history from here, because this is going to be something big that you ain't going to want to watch, you ain't going to want to miss, and it's going to be televised. So it's going to be right in your face, right there.
There you go.
You're going to miss it. You know what I mean? So I'm excited because, I missed the trip out there to Toledo last time, but man, I'm not missing this trip now. So we're going to be there, for the show. We excited. I'm ready to see what's happening, what's going on, especially in this city. I'm big on Mexican food, so I'm gonna be the taste test. But right here, I'm gonna say, man, take me to the nearest taco shack, whatever it be. That's where I'm going. That's where you're gonna see me at. I'll be there with a plate of tacos. And
Get the man some tamales.
hey, man, somebody
My dad will have them ready.
man, I ain't gonna never knock down a tamale. So I'm going to be there. We're gonna have fun. There's a lot of people talking about this show as we get closer, and it's gonna be something special. So for everybody out there that's tuning in, if you're looking to do any business with Yvonne Y Fuego, please contact Latin Hustle Music Group at gmail.com. From bookings to interviews to any kind of business sponsorship. We going for it all, as they say. We coming for what's rightly ours. So just either make way, or like they say, just get to the side, because we coming.
Yeah. So the last time Veronica Mendez, she came to Toledo, and I had the pleasure of making her acquaintance, and I saw what she was doing, and I didn't know then that this was ever going to be an option. And then we became friends on Facebook, and she had started inboxing me very inspiring quotes. So, she has been in Toledo. She has seen Yvonne Y Fuego perform, and again, didn't know that we were ever going to work together. And then when we decided to take this leap back into getting back to the stage, just putting our feelers out for a little bit, we started getting a lot of inboxes and questions and everything. And between me and my husband, we're like, this is a lot. Like, we need someone. And the little light bulb, when I was cooking dinner with the right ingredients, actually, Alex, a little light bulb went off in my head, and I looked at him and I said, hey, Latin Hustle. And so my husband, he goes, I was just going to say the same thing. And then we reached out, and like he said, the rest is history. Yeah. We have been working very closely together, even though we don't live at all close to each other.
That might change. You never know what's in store. my back up, man.
But in this day and age of technology, it makes a lot very. I will tell you what, I think in the past month, I've learned more about technology than I have in like the past year. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to bring up. Even though you guys are from one end to the other, that was my question. The technology, I'm sure that Mr. Rojas already knows, but you, Yvonne, like you said, you're trying to get used to all this, the technologies that we have now. It's just making it easier, right?
Oh my, well, let me just put it to you this way. All of us in the band now, we are all spread very far away. In fact, we have one member that comes from 3 hours away. We found this device. It was brand new. We ordered it. We plug in. It brings up some software, and then we were able to see everybody like we're seeing you guys right now. We see all of our band members, and we put on these headphones, and boom, we are practicing in real time from our own homes. So
Nice.
it is incredible to be able to do things like that, especially when we're getting ready for a big show like this. It helps us stay fresh. It helps us continue to be linked. But again, technology just blows my mind that we're able to do this. I remember getting our first microwave. We had an ice box where you chip the ice off the side. When I was little, and like here we are, I'm teleporting on some kind of crazy web.
Yeah.
We're going from mail. The record shops couldn't wait to get a box of cassettes, CDs, albums, and now it's all through the internet. I mean, you could finish that album and push send, and the whole world's got it.
But there's nothing like putting that album right on your record player and hearing that little scratch. There's nothing like that.
They're coming back. The albums are coming back.
The warmness of the analog,
Yeah, exactly.
That's something different, man. It makes you feel a little different.
Yes.
So with Latin Hustle Entertainment, without Alex can answer this, or either one of you guys right there, any projects, exclusive, releases coming up in the future, maybe some videos, anything like that you guys going to be working, coming up during the partnership?
Nah, like I said, you never know when you got me involved. There's a lot of things happen, a lot of things could be in the works. I mean, I just love the fact that Yvonne, she comes from an era where it was real music, you know what I mean? And that's the kind of era that I became a DJ and then a producer as well and everything. And so I'm pretty sure, like, I've been waiting, like, man, I wish I could really get somebody that know how to sing. Now, not just sing, but sing. You know what I mean? I mean, so, man, I just been, patiently, so, we don't know. We don't know. It's just definitely a great match because we're all fighting for the same thing. It's about the music. It's a passion. Like I heard her say earlier, it's in her, it's not on you. So that's the difference, with a lot of this that's happening with Tejano. Now, I don't want to say just Tejano. I think it's just the music industry, period. We're forgetting a lot about that passion. We got to go back to the music. I mean, when I think earlier we were talking about, we used to, buy fits to go to the club. What happened to the dancing era, and what happened to the get fresh and get tight and, let's go dancing. It's kind of changed now. And I think, we're coming with a little something different that, man, who knows? We may be that trend to bring that trend back to where it's okay to be.
Fits. I like music.
So yeah, it's definitely opportunities are there. There's a lot that can happen, and this is going to be a great relationship going forward. So you don't know what's going to happen next, and that's why I keep everybody on their heels. I'm a silent killer. If everybody knows me, they know. Like, man, this guy don't never talk. He just about it, and then results happen. So that's just how we like to deliver it.
Well, I'm sure, like myself and Keith and everybody else that's tuned in right now, and everybody that's been following, Alex, you're bringing. You sound excited, and I'm sure that all of us cannot wait. I can see both of y'all. Y'all have got that smile. You can only say so much, and that's
Yeah. Yes, man. I'm from the old school. Okay, so for me to get excited about something, especially when I'm working with somebody in a collaboration or whatever it may be, I gotta believe it. You know what I'm saying? I can't just sit here and pretend like, oh yeah, it's just been no. I gotta feel it. I gotta touch it. I gotta smell it. And that's how you're gonna get the real result, because there's no, my name's A100 for a reason. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. If I ain't liking it, it just ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, that means a lot to me.
No, but like I said, man, we are all on a great path, and I think that starts a great relationship. I think this is probably going to go beyond music. It's already has gone beyond music because of the relationship that she has with Veronica. So it's already past music, as they say. It's not just about the music no more. So it's about relationships. And I always kept telling people, hey man, it's about building relationships. And that's what it really is. It's about building relationships, because at the end of the day, if you're just, you're doing things just because it sounds good, or just because they're there, or just because it is, it's pretty much to say it's not going to be well. It's not going to end well, or you know what I mean? So this is a great situation that we're starting, and it's great because we all are for the same goal. Like we all are grown and sexy, as they say. We on that grown stuff. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting. Definitely, I can't wait. So it's
Same.
It's that. I'm just a real quick too before.
Of course.
I was probably, I don't know. It's been about a few months, and man, I was just kind of feeling like Yvonne was saying, like, man, you get to a certain point where, you're just like, okay, what's next? Like, what are we doing, man? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And I had got my equipment back hooked up. I mean, I'm just in there going back, as they say, going back to the fundamentals, man. I was throwing on the freestyle. I'm DJing in the kitchen and I'm cooking up in the kitchen, man. Let me tell you. And I'm trying to get the fire back, And then all of a sudden, boom, we got the call from Yvonne, man, and it was like, it just lit me up, like, oh man, you know what? God is good. I'm gonna tell you
all the time.
I'm gonna tell you that. So it just like, okay, got me back into everything. We're having late talks and early mornings about things, about his show. Hey, so it kind of brought it back, the fire, the fuego that we talk about. Like, man, okay, this. I'm back.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm sure you can feel the excitement from like all of us about this. Where it can't come soon enough, but at the same time, I'm terrified. So
I just tell her all the time, man, you just do you. You go feel like you never left, So
yeah.
When you have a team, that you got to have a team, man, that knows about the business and knows how it is to, everybody got to play their part. Not everybody can throw the ball. We can't all throw the ball. We can't all, be quarterbacks. But hey, everybody has to play their part. So that's where we come in. We fit in like a glove, because I need Yvonne to be the artist. I need the band to be the band. Let everybody else, let us take care of everything else. So that's the most important thing, is making sure she's comfortable, she's ready, she's bringing it. Get your cameras ready, get your camcorders, get what you need to get, because this is going to be a show you ain't not going to want to forget, or you're not going to want to miss.
There you go. And that all happens May 30th there in Toledo, Ohio. That is going to be the kickoff there to the Legacy Comeback Tour of Yvonne Y Fuego, guys. So as to, again, follow her on her Facebook page. Give Latin Hustle a follow as well. They'll have all the details for you on that event. And so you guys can get out there and check things out, man. It's going to be one for the books. There's no doubt about that. When will you be coming to Texas? Anytime soon? Or any plans? Anybody negotiating anything right now?
Well, we've had some interesting inboxes, so nothing is solidified as of yet. I mean, the business part has to take care of itself too. But we are excited to get down to Texas. I mean, like I said, I'm a misplaced Tejana. Misplaced. Grew up with Tejano music my entire life. Been singing in a hairbrush in my room since I was like 10. Actually, we were cracking up, me and my mom, the other day, because I remember most kids play house and they play school when you're little, and we were playing concert. So I would make all my cousins sit on the floor, and they had to cheer for me, and I would get up on the bed, and I would, with the hairbrush singing. But that's a true story. DJ AB can tell you about that.
Yeah. That is awesome. So finally, Yvonne, you got a couple minutes left here. For everyone who, I guess, 2 years for Yvonne Y Fuego to return, what would you like to say to your fans out there that has, specifically they're just patiently waiting for your return right now? Any message you want to send to your fans out there?
Oh my gosh, yes. First of all, I just want to say thank you guys for just supporting me all these years, for giving me words of encouragement, for just making me feel like $1 million. And sometimes, before a gig, I might not have had the best day. And then once I hit the stage, you guys just made everything just a million times better for me on every level. I want to just say thank you for just the reaching out, for all the support that we're seeing, that we're getting in this comeback tour. When I first stepped away for a little while, like I said, I suffered from FOMO, and I was afraid everybody was going to forget about me. And, but, coming back now, I realize that, the fans are, I just have no words for the appreciation that I really do have in my heart for each and every one of you. So thank you so much for all these years of just beautiful moments. And I'm looking forward to making more of those moments with all of you guys. Seriously.
We're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to the new music. We're looking forward to you coming down to Texas. I'm sure that's going to happen, in the future. So we'll be looking out for that show as well. So you fans out there that are watching, wherever you may be watching from, be on the lookout. Yvonne Y Fuego is coming, and they're coming in strong. And look for them in 2026. And the tour kicks off May 30th in Toledo, Ohio. And then from there, it's just going to blossom, guys. So again, follow their page, follow them on their social media sites, and keep up with all the stuff that's going to be happening with those guys coming up in the future. Any last words from you, Antonio?
Other than, good luck to you. It's glad to see that you weren't gone too long. To me, you're just going to pick up right where you left off. And you've got this guy right there next door to you. It sounds like you guys have something special, and it's going to be awesome. We can't wait. So we'll all be looking forward to what you guys are bringing.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. And yes, we have a wonderful team. A big shout out to all of the team that we have. Again, after the 30th, we will definitely be posting more about all of them, so you can get to know each one of them, because I have a feeling everybody's going to want to know who they are. I'm just saying. And also a big shout out to Motivo. It feels amazing just to be able to share the stage with them again. And also big shout out to my primo DJ AB Ramos. Thank you guys so much for choosing to do this event with us. It means the world to us.
There you go. Big shout out to them. Alex, anything you want to top off with that?
Oh man, just real quick, man, just always keep God first, man. That without Him up above, none of this is possible. Big shout out to to you as well, Tejano Time, the podcast, man. You guys are like the heartbeat of the whole Tejano scene. So
Absolutely.
it's a definitely honor to have us on here to announce the big comeback tour, our collaboration, everything, and of course, when the new music comes, we already know where you can hear it, first. So be ready. It's coming. It's coming in hot. It's coming in fast. So appreciate you. Appreciate all those that do tune in, and the comments. We love them, the fans and everything as well. So this is going to be something that you could put in the books because it's going to be history in the making.
Yes, for sure. There's no doubt about that, man. So we appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. Thank you so much from across the board, wherever you may be tuned. We had some people tuned in earlier from Seattle también as well. I know we didn't get a chance to see most of the comments here. But we've got Martín Garza tuned in. We got Alma Contreras también. Dwayne. Got Dwayne, Eva Gonzalez Sanchez, Angie Rodriguez. We got Mr. Herbie Atkinson también. Saludos,
Yes.
Herbie.
He's a local DJ here, a very good DJ and a very good musician as well.
Yes, he is. I've had him on the show before. Yes, definitely. Great guy. Saludos, my brother. We got, Giras y Desveladas, another podcast tuned in over on our YouTube channel from Mission, Texas. Hola, amigos. That's right. A lot of people tuned in tonight. We definitely thank each and every one of you guys. Again, for information, booking information or anything like that on Yvonne Y Fuego, contact Latin Hustle Entertainment. And you have that email address, right, Alex?
Yeah, we do. It's Latin Hustle Music Group at gmail.com. And we definitely going to have a lot of press out there. So you'll be able to contact us personally for any kind of business. Like I said, we're looking for a lot of things happening, especially getting Yvonne out here in Texas, San Antonio, El Paso, the Valley, and then we're stretching over to California, Mexico, Arizona, Oregon.
Can't forget about West Texas up there on top.
I want to say about Abilene. That's okay.
Lubbock.
Lubbock, of course. So yeah, we all looking. So all the promoters, everyone that's looking to do some business, please contact us, and we can let's get it.
Yes. And to everybody that tuned in, también also on West Texas TejanoExplosion.com page as well, right? I believe they're out there. We're streaming it live as well out there. So saludos to everybody out there that's tuned in as well. Guys, again, best of luck. Congratulations on the collaboration, Yvonne Y Fuego and Latin Hustle Entertainment. Best of luck to you guys. We're looking forward to big things in the future in 2026. Keep us updated. Keep us in the loop as to what's going to be happening and when you guys are going to be in our neck of the woods.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Keith. Thank you so much, Antonio, for having us.
You're welcome. Alex, tú también. You guys take care.
Man. Thank you, guys. Thank you, definitely.
All right, you guys have a great night. God bless.
God bless.
Bye-bye.